We have a unit not doing anything. The thermostat is illuminated, but I have reason to believe it has batteries in it. But let's take a look. Remove UV bulb before removing this panel. Bulb will break. Okay, all right. All right, well, as you can see here, we have a blown fuse. So let's pull that out of there and put in our little popper and see exactly what's blowing our fuse. Hopefully we can get out of this thing pretty easily. All right, here's the little popper. I use this thing all the time, and I have these little spade terminals on there. So we're going to put one here, and then one here. See if it trips. We're going to get an amp probe and we're going to wrap it around our load side of our transformer, and we're going to see how many amps it's drawing as we initiate a call on each low voltage terminal. All right, as it sits right now, nothing calling. We have 0.4. So we're going to take and jump G. Let's see what happens. G should only initiate this relay to bring the fan on. All right, here it got pretty loud with the blower running. So I'm just gonna jump in and do a voiceover right here. So G, I had very minimal, if any, of amperage spike. So I'm just gonna work through a couple of these other ones. We got O here, which is technically already calling, but I do try it anyway. So we're gonna jump O to R, and then we're gonna jump Y to R to see if we have any spike in amperage when we jump either one of these out. And what I'm realizing here is there's actually 2 3 wires going outside instead of 1 8 conductor thermostat wire. So that's pretty peculiar why that happened. I don't know if that was done originally on install or somebody did that later in life, but that's what they did. 2 3 wires going from the air handler into the crawl space. So we'll have to see what that's about. All right, so our thermostat hasn't called yet, but let's try jumping these two together and see what happens. Okay. Well, the outdoor unit came on without issue. So we're gonna have to go look at the outdoor unit and see if we have anything rubbing or anything like that. Let's put all this back. I think I remember this unit back there. It's kind of got a lot of vegetation that's not well kept around it. But these older carrier units also were real bad for pressure switches rubbing. So we're gonna put this panel back on. We're gonna go out there and see if we see anything obvious. Well, they definitely cleared out back here a lot better from the last time I was here. This was a freaking nightmare back here. Pretty positive this is not. What is it? It smells like diesel back here. Did somebody spill a bunch of diesel right there?
All I smell is diesel. Alright, I'm fairly confident this is our unit. Oh my god. Look at this. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say that's probably why it tripped. Across this suction line too. Man, we're gonna have to run a new wire. Looks like somebody separated all this here. But that's in really bad shape. Let's open this panel. That's obviously an issue, but I'm gonna pull this fan cover off, this fan also, because there looks like there's some suspect stuff down in there also. See there's a pressure switch wire laid right onto that true suction line. Get it on camera. Oh God, there's a glare. I can't really, it's not really coming up. But those two yellow wires down there. That's laid right there. I'm going to take a look at that a little closer. See if that's a problem. You see, it wasn't really rubbed all the way through. If it is rubbed, but I'm going to try to clean some of this up. I'm going to check it right in here also, make sure there's nothing rubbing. I mean, I'm fairly confident that's our issue. Yeah, this orange wire looks like crap too. I'm fairly confident this thermostat wire is our issue, and it runs all the way into this crawl space here. It's just got multiple break points. And I'll probably have to splice it somewhere in the crawl space. I just don't know how to get in there. Maybe right through there. Yeah. I'm a little scared of this crawl space. Let's see if I can lift this up some to get in there. Might be able to cut this zip tie, make all my right here, make all my splices right here, and shove it back in there. I'll at least get them by until we can come back and run a new wire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is us to there to right here. No, that one goes to the other unit. Let me shut the power off so I don't tear up anything else. Here's our wire here. See, I'm pulling it. And looks like it comes right here. And right here, I mean, it's brittle. It is breaking right there. It doesn't seem that bad right there, though. Not as bad as over on the other side. So kind of still the same plan of action though. So instead of the top, it's the bottom one. Kind of still the same plan of action. Gonna try to, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Man, I can't see it now. This unit's really old. Okay, here it is. Okay, well, I got it loosened up. Like I said, kind of still the same plan of action. I'll cut it here, splice it. Although it must be spliced somewhere else, because I had 2 wires coming outside. Shit. Yeah, you see it's 2 wires leaving here, but it's a single in the crawl, coming out of the crawl space. So it transfers somewhere. We're gonna have to run a new wire all the way back to here. See if I can get in that crawl space a little bit. I'm guessing this is our best access here. Gotta be careful, guys. That's not poison ivy, but keep an eye out for poison ivy. I got it bad the other week. That was working around home. Sucks this is wide open. Doesn't look like very much space either. There's all kinds of weird bugs. The only drawback about doing residential, even though this is light commercial, God knows what the hell's in here. That is pretty tight. You know what? I am going to I'm gonna run a new thermostat wire under the crawl space, and the install guys can run a new wire. I'll get them going. Let's see how much wire I got on the truck. Guys, I certainly am not proud of this repair, but this will get them through the weekend until we can get back out here and run them a new wire. So I spliced it right here. Wasn't enough space to ram them back into the crawl space. We're gonna send a helper or one of the installers out here just to run them a new wire from the outdoor unit to the air handler. This line set here with this wire is not our unit. They're just kind of in the same complex here, but we don't take care of that. So I'm gonna wrap some tape around this. Like I said, guys, definitely not proud of this, but this will at least get them through. We'll secure it to the line set and all the way down. And got it ran here. Got the lid still loose because I want to get in there and zip tie some of the wiring that's flopping around in there. We'll zip tie this up and then we'll turn the unit back on. All right, guys. I know you guys are gonna give me hell for this one, but I can't stress enough, this is just temporary. You know, we're getting them by. Hopefully we can sell him a new unit, because, you know, it's old, and I'm not saying he needs a new unit, but he's gonna need one soon. I believe this unit's 24 years old. Yeah, 2000, so 24 years old. We'll give him an option. If not, we'll at least run a new thermostat wire for him, because the unit is working. It was just had that issue. So let it run. We'll monitor it for a few minutes. It's not very cold coming back yet, but we'll see how it does. But go ahead, guys, give me hell for it. Man, guys, it is hot. It's 92, 3:30 in the afternoon. I got another call to get to, and I'm on call, so I fully expect more calls to come in tonight. And this weekend, it's supposed to be in the upper 80s, lower 90s, so summer's here. And what better time to be on call when it's going to be 90 all weekend. So, guys, it's not always going to be a nice, beautiful, uniform service call when you're done. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the customer by. That's what we did here. So I'm giving them a quote to replace that piece of equipment, both air handler and outdoor unit. If he doesn't do that, bare minimum, he will have to run a new wire, because obviously it's spliced somewhere else too, because we got 3 wires coming out of the air handler into the crawl space, and then coming out of the crawl space, it's an 8 wire. So it's it's definitely spliced at least in 2 spots now, but this will at least get him by until they make a decision on what they want to do. So don't be too hard on me, guys. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but definitely comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.